What's up, everyone? George Leeman here with MuscleMasochist.com. Wanted to make an update video for you guys. I figured it was about time. I've been sleeping and stuff after doing a lot of traveling. If anyone's not aware, I did some ridiculous amount of driving and flying and stuff. Still wasn't able to get to the meet I was trying to go to. I ended up staying up all night a couple times, so I've been, let's say, catching up on sleep and laying around. I really appreciate the support from everyone. Everyone's been really cool. My biggest worry about all of this was not doing the best that I could with my training, with my diet, with making it to the meet, with stuff like that. I would have liked to have gone. I would have liked to have lift heavy, obviously. But, you can only do so much, and I really appreciate you guys understanding and seeing that. Because honestly, I would have walked there, if there was a way. I would have done just about anything. But it turns out it was for a good reason, because the honest truth is, I'm probably only about 90% recovered. And chances are I would have gone and tried to lift something that I shouldn't. And I know better than to try to max out and stuff when I'm not 100%, not fully healed, not fully ready. But, in that situation, I think I would have tried anyways, and it could have been very detrimental to me. So I don't really see it as fully a negative. I am very happy to be home, to be able to rest now, to be able to restart my training, and stuff like that. Over the last, it's funny because people assume, they're like, oh man, you deadlift a lot, or whatever, you have a record of some sort. You must be in the gym like 6-7 days a week, like killing it. The truth is, the closer I get to heavy deadlifts, the less often I train and the less training I do. I have not trained upper body basically at all in like 2 weeks. Now, I do that because obviously you don't want to be doing a bunch of heavy curls and stuff right before you have to, do a heavy deadlift. You don't want to be doing a bunch of trap work, side delt work, chest work. If your main goal is an incredible one lift matters, and that is the only thing that matters, then you probably want to focus all your energy and recovery into that one lift. That's what I did for the last 2 weeks. I absolutely hate it. I hate having to cut back on my training volume. I hate having to cut back on my training frequency. I very much so prefer to be able to go to the gym whenever I want, train whenever I want, randomly show up, train arms, train shoulders, and stuff like that. I really do not like having to cut back on my workload and stuff like that. And what ends up happening is I end up gaining weight easier, which I like gaining lean weight. I don't like just gaining weight. So in general, peaking for a heavy deadlift is cool because I like to deadlift heavy, but I also just as much so love the off season. I love restarting. As a matter of fact, my favorite time in training is probably at the beginning of when I start to peak my deadlift again. I can train way more often. I can do way more exercises. I'm training lighter. I'm focusing more on bodybuilding and strength and breaking up my weak areas and stuff like that, and I don't have to risk injury as often or as seriously. So basically what I'm going to be doing over the next probably few months is I'm going to be leaning down some because I'm sitting around 370 right now. I'm going to be focusing on bodybuilding to a large degree, obviously powerlifting as well. I'm obviously going to be bringing up my weak points on deadlift and stuff like that. Get back into bench pressing videos and stuff like that. But primarily I'm going to be focused on leaning down. I'm going to be focusing, not drastically, obviously I can't get too lean without affecting my strength very negatively, but getting in better shape, getting healthier, building a better physique in general, because bodybuilding is a passion of mine, equal to at least of strength training. I absolutely love bodybuilding. I love training for it. I love getting bigger. I love getting stronger. And I enjoy gaining strength on stuff like curls and side laterals almost as much as I love gaining strength on deadlifts. Deadlifts are obviously my favorite choice there, but in general, I love gaining strength on everything, and bodybuilding allows me to do that because I get to keep PRs on my shoulder press, my side laterals, my curls, my tricep extensions, my flies, my different types of chest presses, machines, dumbbells, barbells, different angles. It really opens up an entire new world for me, and I'm really looking forward to that. So over the next few months, you guys are going to see me lean down some. You guys are going to see me focus more on bodybuilding. I'm going to put out a lot more bodybuilding training videos, and I'm very excited to do that. I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about what I know about, arm training and stuff like that, what my methods are, shoulders, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give you guys some of the tips that I have. as far as bodybuilding goes and what I like to do there. And I'm really looking forward to that because while strength training is very cool, and I do like strength training, I also love bodybuilding, and I have just as much of a love for teaching people how to get bigger arms and stuff like that as I do teaching people how to get stronger. If you never work with me, you probably don't know, but I basically have every single one of my clients also training like bodybuilders. All of them are doing, side delt work, rear delt work, bicep work, calf work, and stuff like that. Because I do believe why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? It burns calories, it makes you look good, it makes you feel good, it keeps you, younger. I mean, it's silly not to. So you guys are going to be able to stick around and see me doing a bunch of bodybuilding stuff, a bunch of informational videos. I'm going to be training at Lift More Fitness. I can go in there any time of the day or night. I'm probably going to do a lot of informational videos at night there, so stay tuned for that. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy the content that comes out, because while bodybuilding isn't always looked at as necessary or useful for strength training, you guys are going to see it is very necessary you have to build muscle mass to be strong, you know what I mean? So it is necessary to strength training, and it is very, 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 very helpful to strength training if you know how to incorporate your bodybuilding training properly. A lot of, huge benches and stuff like that do a ton of bodybuilding type work. They do a ton of volume, different angles, different variations, side delts and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will benefit from that as well. I'm probably going to go shopping later today, get my bodybuilding meals together and stuff like that, explain my diet, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on my progress with my diet, my progress with my bodybuilding, a bunch of informational videos. I'm going to keep putting out powerlifting training videos and stuff like that, and I think you guys are really, really going to enjoy the content. I don't think I've ever been so excited to start another journey. I'm really, really happy with the position I'm in right now. Able to start back over with my peaking for deadlifting, get back into more bodybuilding style training, get back more into benching, get back more into squatting. For those of you who don't know, I've had this question asked 100,000 times. Do you squat? Like I said, when preparing for a big deadlift, I even try and neglect upper body to a large degree because I need to focus all my efforts on what's going to help my deadlift. Squatting will help your deadlift. True. It is also another dangerous exercise. The biggest thing for me is staying injury-free and doing the exercises that help me the most. There are better exercises for your deadlift than squatting. That's just the way it is. I mean, I can think of squat variations that are better for your deadlift than a barbell squat. I believe a deadlift stance, safety squat bar, box squat is significantly better for your deadlift, or your conventional deadlift, than a regular barbell squat. So I typically don't squat unless I'm not focusing on my deadlift very hard. I also find it to be very injury prone for me because I did not always know what I was doing in terms of lifting. And when I was younger, I did accumulate a number of injuries just due to the fact that I did not have guidance. I didn't have any coaches, I didn't have any trainers, I didn't have any adults that had been there. I had to learn everything for myself. So I have learned a lot. I have learned what to do, what to avoid and stuff. But unfortunately for me, I have made some mistakes in the past that have led to injuries that come up now and again. I have had a number of inner groin injuries from squatting when I was much younger, due to reading bad information online and listening to things that I shouldn't and stuff like that when I did not know better. You trust every article you read, and you really shouldn't, because every now and then you get fucking terrible advice. Let me tell you something, a wide stance box squat is not better for your full squat than full squatting. A wide stance box squat is a great exercise, but if all you ever do is wide stance box squat, when you take the box away and try and do a regular squat, chances are you will tear the motherfuck out of your inner thighs. I've done that before. I've absolutely crippled my inner thighs before, and it is a very hard thing to come back from, because once you injure something badly enough times, it just becomes much, much, much more injury prone. And given that the strength that I'm at, given I can deadlift 900 something pounds, my body is more or less always strong enough to squat like 800 pounds, but it's not always strong enough to not get hurt trying. So I typically do not squat. I typically do squat variations, or just stick to deadlifting depending on where I'm at in my training. Deadlifting, back work, other leg exercises, stuff like that. Leg press maybe, hack squat, whatever. So anyways guys, stay tuned. Gonna put out a bunch of cool information for you guys, and I'm sure you'll be happy with it. As always, guys, thanks for watching my videos. Thank you guys so much for your support about Giants Live. You guys are fantastic. I love you. You make all of this worthwhile for me. It's really nice to have your support. And stay tuned for more, guys. Check out musclemasochist.com for approved apparel, approved products, apparel, online coaching, ebooks, all that good stuff. Peace, guys.